The defense headquarters has clarified a statement issued by the Nigerian army which warned those called subversive elements and troublemakers to desist from actions that threaten the peace and stability of the country. Speaking to journalists in Abuja, the coordinator of Defense Media Operations, Major General John Enenche, said the warning was directed at those who were taking advantage of a genuine cause and not the peaceful protesters.
What is the meaning of subversion? In this case, I will say that the subversive elements are people that want to, derail the cause of even the protest. Some other people were hurling stones, even at the protesters. Those are subversive elements. People are protesting peacefully, they are carrying placards and they are answering them, and we are hurling stones at them. Some people that even went to even go back to their home became a problem. So I want to state that these are the subversive elements that the army is referring to, not protesters.
The statement by the Acting Director of Army Public Relations, Colonel Sergei Musa, reads in part, "As a responsible and law-abiding organization, the Nigerian Army reaffirms its unalloyed loyalty and commitment to the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and the Constitution of the country. The Nigerian Army hereby warns all subversive elements and troublemakers to desist from such acts, as it remains highly committed to defend the country and her democracy at all costs. The Nigerian Army is ready to fully support the civil authority in whatever capacity to maintain law and order and deal with any situation decisively. All officers and men are directed never to be distracted by anti-democratic forces and agents of disunity." Meanwhile, the general update from 8th to 14th October 2020 on the operations of the armed forces in different zones of the country revealed that troops deployed to the northwest zone of the country rescued 23 kidnapped victims held hostage by bandits in Zamfara State. Also, in the north central, 1 out of 3 suspected gun runners in possession of 60 AK-47 rifles was arrested.
Troops of Operation Sahel Sanity deployed at forward operating base Magami while responding to a distress call rescued 23 kidnapped victims from fleeing bandits who abandoned the captives as the unrelenting troops were closing in on their hideout along Zauni Jengebe Road in Gusau local government area of Zamfara State. Preliminary investigation revealed that the victims were kidnapped while on transit to Magami Market from Gusau in a passenger bus. It was revealed that the 3 suspected gun runners cumulatively possessed about 60 AK-47 rifles.
The land components of Operation Thunderstrike, which is the army supported by the air component, the Nigeria Air Force, on the 8th of October 2020, conducted clearance and rescue operations at Audu Jungum and Jakaderabi, Duse and Gonabo Ture villages, as well as adjoining forest in Kaduna State. During the operations, many bandit camps were destroyed, 3 kidnapped victims were rescued, 2 suspects arrested, 1 AK-47 rifle, 2 AK-47 rifle magazines, 73 rounds of 7.62 mm special ammunition, 1 locally fabricated pistol, and 3 locally made rifles were recovered. In the northeast, Enenche said there is reduction in the spate of the activities of terrorists, just as he gave instances where troops are said to have forestalled terrorist moves and also denied them freedom of action in the zone. Within the period under review in the South-South Zone, Nigerian Navy Ship Delta Patrol Team intercepted and immobilized 2 large wooden boats laden with polythene bags cumulatively containing about 20,000 liters of suspected illegally refined automotive gas oil at Jeddo in Delta State.
The team also destroyed 4 drums and 75 polythene bags containing illegally refined HGO by the river bank at Jeddo. Further exploitation of the general area led to the destruction of 600 drums and recovery of 2 pumping machines hidden in several wooden stores at Jeddo. Additionally, the operation led to the arrest of 2 suspected vandals around Shabolo in Warri South local government area. The suspects and recovered items were taken into custody for further action.
Also, troops of 222 Battalion on the 9th of October 2020 arrested 2 suspected pipeline vandals from Ughelli community in connection with the theft of some parts of the oil mining license OML 34 oil wells in Ughelli North local government area of Delta States.